What is that? What the fuck is that? It's a damn bear. I thought it was two spiders. Where the hell you come from? Boethiah cultist! Oh yeah, because I'm level 30! I didn't want to do this stuff this soon, but it's starting to fit into my backstory, so... Perfect. Boethiah. The following account is true. May it serve as a warning to those with ears to hear and hearts to know. On a certain day, at a certain time, the faithful gather to perform a certain ritual, hoping to gain a glimpse of their master. The day was correct, the summoning true. Slashing the smoke tear through the veil, she, her very self, appearing before them, terrible and resplendent. She came arrayed in ebony darker than the moonless night, what I'm wearing, wielding a blade burning hotter than the surface of the sun, and though she wore the guise of a Dunmer warrior queen, she towered above them like a statue carving from the red mountain itself. Why have you disturbed me? Surprise, the first among them prayed, O Boethiah, prince of plots, deceiver of nations, queen of shadows, goddess of destruction, we come to worship thee. Yo, this is like what I wrote in my backstory. Oh, good shit. Okay. She looked down upon her followers, gathered to bear witness. Frowning, she asked the first, if it says what I wrote, tell me who professes to know me, how shall I know you? Afeared, he exclaimed, each night I pray to thee, each night I call out to thy wondrous names. Surely thou must recognize the sound of my voice, thy most devout believers. She frowned and let out a long sigh, and then all of a sudden he was gone. The air from their lungs dispersed. Dude, it's like what I wrote. They fell lifeless. Alright. Turning to the second, she asked, and you, how shall I measure the worth of your existence? Stunned by the power of her voice, he bowed before her. She clapped her hands, and he was also gone. Damn. To the third, and you, tell me, how should I know you apart from such as they were? Blah, 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 blah. Shaken speechless, have mercy upon us. She blinked twice. Once he was in agony, twice he was destroyed. She cast a withering glance across the remaining and said, I do not grant mercy. Yes. And she was the other, putting them proof, she offered none. Finally she came to me, eyes aglow and girds of all my believers to remain. Tell me, second to last, what shall you prove your existence? Without hesitation, I drew forth my blade and buried it in the chest of the other who stood beside me, and without fear replied, ask him whose blood now sprouts from my blade if I exist. She smiled, and with the gates of oblivion open between her teeth, then she said, tell me, now, last of my followers, wherefore do you remain where the others do not? I retrieved my blade and offered it up, saying, I am alive because that one is dead. Yes! Fucking love this. I am alive because that one is dead. I exist because I have the will to do so, and I shall remain as long as there are signs of my handiwork, such as the blood dripping from this blade. Accepting my gift, she nodded and said, indeed. Bullshit! There's no fucking way! I swear! I swear I never read this book. Not online, not on the app I used to have on my tablet, not in the game. I've never read this, and I swear, as you can see on stream from yesterday, Steen, you're in stream right now, I read this to you. Twice I wrote that her replies were indeed, and that's all she said. That they felt lifeless. Like, this is in my character backstory. I'm like super amped right now. I got this so perfect, it's ridiculous. The only thing I read about her was her lore in the game, just to know who she was and what she represented. The only thing I took was her titles, Prince of Plots, Queen of Destruction, stuff like that. This, oh, I'm loving this shit. I love when everything just comes together. All right, indeed. If in the reading your blood boils in your veins and your mind brazens with fire, then Boethiah calls you. Yes, she does. It is then the most wise to heed her call. Find her on the mount which overlooks Windhelm. Meet us there and be tested. That moment when your build comes together. Told you, man, I built my characters into the lore of the game. No joke. Yo, I'm never dropping this book. It's never getting sold. Nothing. Take that skooma. Word, man. Like, heck yeah.